Alright, we're streaming now. See how I tell you these things? There's other podcasts out there you wouldn't believe that don't say
That
anything.
all of a sudden you're just live and you don't even know, and you could end up embarrassing yourself, insulting somebody just by accident. Like it's taken out of context. Not that you directly insult anybody. It's just completely taken out of context.
Si, senor. Yes.
I see what you mean. I know that we're live, so maybe somebody out there can help me because my Skype just updated to the new latest piece of crap version.
Oh, that's horrible, right?
And I need to. I know that you're on Mac, so you're way below. You've been dealing with crappy versions your entire life.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to know anybody on Windows.
Why would you say
Skype?
that?
I don't know.
It's the same Skype.
It's not the same Skype. What's up, Aaron and Dr. Doom? I need to change my view. This is driving me crazy.
What's the
I can't
view?
change
Is it both of us?
Yes, it's just splitting the window in half.
Right,
and I can't, like, normally I just click on you and then it changes.
Oh,
There's
okay,
no
so
right
in
click.
the top right-hand corner, right?
Yeah.
There should be like a little arrow that pops up with a down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Click it, and it should. Mine is on float.
Yeah. It doesn't do anything. It gives me a gray bar on the top instead.
Oh, is my microphone muted or no?
Your microphone?
Obviously, you can hear me. That's stupid.
Yeah.
That was dumb to say.
Andy, Jason, what is up, guys? Somebody can please, God, help me with this. This is not the show, by the way. This is not the show. Yeah. I can't find preferences. Really? They've taken the menu is gone.
I don't
this
have,
looks
see,
like
I don't
an
have
app.
this problem because it
looks like an app.
I've got a Mac, so it's all good.
That's the thing. It looks like a Mac and it looks like an app, and it's all bad.
Just we could do the show. You don't have to worry about
application settings is not there. Like, where are my tools and options? Why do they keep making this bad for me?
Would you stop? It's not that big a deal.
It's a good thing I have two monitors because I'm basically stretching you across one monitor. Oh no, that's gone.
Got it now?
So
okay.
No, it's not good, Bobby.
Oh, good God.
I should take a picture of what this looks like on my
It's
screen.
just side by side, right? It's both of us?
Yeah, but it's on one window. I want to send this to you. Maybe you can put it up there if you want. This is insane. Remember, don't you miss this, Bobby, Monday evening?
No, I don't. I do not miss this at all. Trust me.
There.
Yeah, can you just search for him?
What?
Andy just said, can you just search for him?
Search for
Probably
who?
not even that big a deal. You're making it out to be a bigger deal.
Of course I am. Did you just meet me?
What's wrong with this? So what? Who cares?
That's
so
me stretching it out.
I'm on one screen, you're on the other. So what?
That's not a natural solution. That's me being an idiot with my window settings.
It works.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Come on.
All right. Can I say thank you to some people? Are you going to get started with the real show pretty soon here?
Who are you going to thank?
Well, I thought we'd do the whole Patreon stuff at the start.
Yeah, you got to do that
you
first.
don't even. Yeah.
Okay, look, it's been a while. I know it's been a while. You're going to do the Patreon
stuff. Don't get mad
at
me, Bobby. I'm very nervous.
We're going to do the Patreon stuff, right? And then I'm going to start the intro, right?
All right.
Then when the intro's done, we'll come out, and then I'll do another intro. You got this?
Right. I know how it goes. Oh, you need the tables, the chairs, and the ladders too.
Exactly. Oh my.
Devon. Get the tape going on there.
Devon.
I don't remember.
Do
was it Dudley? Was it the Dudley dude?
Dudley, yep. The Dudley boys.
The Dudley boys.
Yes.
You ready?
Okay. Do what you gotta do.
Bobby, we are live. It's If We Ran Nintendo, and we're here live on YouTube.com/Nintendo Guru because of everybody at Patreon.com/Make Us Better. A lot of slashing happening. It's like the Fruit Ninja up in this, or Severed, or other slashing type of games. And I want to give a special thank you, Bobby, to a bunch of producers, people at an incredible level, very generous. So bring it down to a very serious level of gratitude to our platinum executive producer, Mr. Corey Hicks, our gold executive producer, Sheldon Benedict, and all of our executive producers, Nick Militia from Next Level Games, Joel Brooks, James Johnson, Dr. Doom, Jesse Armstrong, Glauco Schaefer, David Ray, Mike Drummy, Brendan Myers, Aaron Doherty, Martini Jean, and Kieran Smith. Bobby, there's nobody in the house. I'm all alone with just dogs. Let's go live. It's If We Ran Nintendo live.
Let's face it, as Nintendo fans, we are often left slightly disappointed and scratching our heads asking why. Where is our Super Mario Galaxy 3? Why isn't Metroid out yet? Bring back the Ice Climber seriously, and what were you thinking of the Virtual Boy? Well, sit back as Sean Capri and Bobby Pauls do just that. That's right, this is If We Ran Nintendo. Now, cue the music, Maestro.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 89 of If We Ran Nintendo. I am Bobby, the Nintendo Guru, joined by the greatest co-host in all of podcasting, Mr. Sean Capri. What is up, Sean?
I tip my cap to you, Mr. Bobby. Here we are running Nintendo once again together.
It has been a while.
You don't know what to do with me. You've been happy to be rid of me. You have me on the gaming gurus where you have Toby and it just balances everything out.
That's
now,
a mess.
You cannot escape me. By the way, you can't even get into anything. I know you want to get into an intro and whatever. You just did the intro. I can't even keep track anymore. The Gaming Gurus this week, I love that you took a special segment after the wonderful guest. You said, let's have a quick chat with Toby so that you can basically spend 90% of that segment slamming me for missing the show for not even the right reasons, Bobby.
I know, but it's
not because I was playing. No, because now some people might not catch me on this to explain myself. I've got no way to defend myself. You're attacking me and I'm not even there.
That was the best.
I knew I was going to be on this show tonight, and I knew that you had 16 people coming in as guests on the other one, so I just thought I would bow out. You guys know Blossom Tales better because you actually played it, and I got to listen as a fan. But instead, I got at the end of the show thinking, oh, nice little Toby and Bobby time at the end here, a little bonus segment. And you're slamming me, and you talk.
Best. I loved it. All right. So
that's my rant.
Let's kick this episode off like we do each and every episode with our shout-outs.
Kick-outs! Yeah, kick-outs! Woo! You know what's weird is if you look at my face, you can only see my eyeballs. And it doesn't really look like I'm screaming at all.
Like Bowser's screaming.
Bowser's screaming, that's right.
Yeah.
Look at this shirt. Is this not an awesome shirt?
It is an awesome shirt. It is.
I think
Speaking of awesome shirts, everybody should jump over to tpublic.com. Go over there, support Adam Leonard, the artist extraordinaire that does all of our work. He has started his own store over there, has some amazing stuff. I bought some shirts. I'm going to do an unboxing and discuss them and go over them when I get them. So you guys want to check that out. It is going to be awesome. Nintendo Talk Raid. We don't acknowledge Nintendo Talk over here on If We Ran Nintendo. It doesn't happen.
We don't. That's a policy that we talked about.
Yeah, we don't talk to Patrick. We're about Patrick.
What do you mean?
No, I was kidding because
he's the handsomest of us all.
So what he did was he did a live show tonight, right? And it was called Nintendo Talk Live. And I was the first caller in. And I'm like, dude, change the name. The name is not going to work for me.
That's really funny.
Because you know how I am. I get real, territorial with my names and stuff. And I'm like, no. We don't fly like that. We're going to stop this madness.
Bobby's going to hit you with the copyright strike.
Exactly. You think YouTube's bad. You've seen nothing. Nothing.
You just wait. Bobby spent the last, I don't know how long, talking about Nintendo and their Nazisms over copyright strikes. Bobby's going to come down with the hammer. The Guru hammer.
It's going to happen. Tonight is a very special night.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, let's get into... So, okay, shout-outs.
I don't even think... Okay, shout-out.
I need to give a special shout-out.
No,
I did it already tonight on my Nintendo Talk video, but I want to do it again. Preston. They sent me a birthday present, man.
Shut up. You have a birthday?
Yeah, Thursday.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, so they sent me a... Chris Brito. He says, like I said, Nintendo Talk equals bootleg Nintendo Guru. I love it. You're absolutely right. No, but he sent me a birthday gift, man, and that means a lot to me. Like, that little dude, he was actually at the Patreon hangout this weekend, so I got to talk to him a little bit, and that was fun. That was enjoyable. We had some great people show up to that, so I want to give them a shout out to Skinny Matt. We also had Gary Gray pop in. We also had Andy here. He popped in. And Jesse Armstrong. So it was.
Can I tell you a story of why I wasn't there? Because I would have. That sounds incredible.
The Patreons, and you said no, I'm not going to go.
What did I ever do to you, Bobby? What did I ever do? If nothing, we've grown so much together. We've become very good friends. You're the person I tell all my good news to.
I know.
And I come onto the show and we get in front of our. Now you're like the popular kid, and I'm like, but we were friends. We were friends.
I'm not the popular kid.
Who are you? We are not friends. And you go off with your cool kid friends.
Go ahead. Why weren't you there?
My dad also has a birthday. Dads sometimes have birthdays, and we were out celebrating. We were supposed to go out on Sunday, but my sister made everybody change the plans because she realized that a friend of hers had a shower, a bridal shower to go to on Sunday. So everybody changed it to Saturday, and then on Saturday she realized, oh, actually the shower's on Saturday, not Sunday. Silly me, ha ha ha! And then she didn't come to my dad's birthday.
What a piece of garbage! I'll say it because you can't. That's some hot trash in the summer.
A dick move if you ask me, but whatever. I didn't say it. I mean, I said it, but I'm not saying it.
She doesn't love your dad. That's all it boils down to.
All I have to say is I don't have to try very hard to be the favorite, and there's 4 of us.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I wanted to give a shout out to Jason Lacey. Mr. Jason Lacey, I want to give a shout out to. I was playing some Splatoon with him and Eric Plunk. Super Mario Aaron 46. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. But Jason Lacey, I got to hang out with him. I love to just hang out with Jason Lacey, play some Splatoon, be on voice chat with him and Rybo, and it was so much fun. Mew Mew was also there, and then Joseph Moran came in. But it was just so much fun to play with them guys and Eric Plunk. I'm actually to the point in Splatoon where I can do league play. So we created a team, and we're playing like rank play together.
Oh,
so that was,
snap. I heard you were just leaving everything behind. You guys, see, this is the same thing. You're going off with your friends who are actually good at video games. You're leaving everybody, Bobby.
Why you gotta say it like that?
You're leaving me behind. You're just off with your friends.
All right, so we.
Can I do my shout out? Can I do my shout out?
Do your shout out before we get into all this.
Can I say that I watched one of the funniest YouTube videos in a long time?
What's that?
And I think you watched it as well. You can find it on Jam's YouTube channel.
Oh my god, dude!
Hello Kitty, whatever. Like
it had me crying.
Holy crap, James Johnson! And this isn't just a shout out because he's a Patreon executive producer. This kid is funny, man. Like the videos on that, you guys got to check it out. Somebody actually could probably pop a link, and one of the mods can pop a link.
Yeah, put a link in the room.
Seriously, it is so funny. You guys could definitely check it out. Give it a thumbs up and share and all that stuff.
It was so
man,
funny.
and this is the first one.
I'll be honest with you. This is the truth. I went to you right afterwards and I was like, why do we have Joseph Moran in Make Us Better?
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Why?
It's a joke.
I know,
Calm down.
You're making fun of me on Gaming Gurus. You make fun of Toby. Let Toby make fun of Toby.
I told you already. I'm in a weird mood tonight. I'm in a quirky mood, man.
I'm in a weird mood. Well, I just tonight I was reminded of how easy life is when you don't have a kid or anything like that. Like I came home from work and I walked the dogs, and then I was like, I got nothing else to like. Chelsea went out for dinner with her family, and I've got this show because the dinner plans came up last minute.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I got like, Bobby, you want to just hang out? Like, when did I message you? I'm like, do you just want to hang? Like,
yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, no, if you're not married, you don't have kids, enjoy that. Enjoy coming home, be like, so now what? That's why I got all this energy, Bobby. Look how wide my eyes are. Usually, you see my dead. Have you seen how dead my eyes have been lately?
Yo,
you ever watch these videos?
You took a picture the other day and sent it to me of you and Lincoln watching.
Because it was like 5 in the morning.
Mark Harvey, yeah, and it was like 5 in the morning, and there's Lincoln, eyes wide open, and you're.
I know, and I'm like, and it's like that awful. Like it wasn't like the selfie angle where you're like, look up, like no double chins. It was like straight up from the gut, like I was resting my phone on my belly button and the belly button of the belly button. Oh yeah, no. So that's what we do lately is we wake up at 5 o'clock, and most people like put on like some kids movie or some child's TV play thing, like Yo Gabba Gabba, and I'm watching the Canadian Gamer.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get my Ink. What the hell did you guys the Ink Strike podcast fix?
Yeah. That was closest
to
Ink Strike.
Mark too, man.
Yeah, Mark.
That was a good episode. That was awesome.
Him and I, we always have a good time together. Like, I said it to him before the show started. I was like, you know, we always have like really great episodes together. And he's like, you're jinxing it, dude. And I'm like, no, I'm not. It's going to be a great episode. And then, sure enough, here comes the leak, the fake news that
man, that was
you know,
so
that
good.
comes across, and we're just play by playing it as we go, and it's just like.
When I said, when did we even talk? We just Skype call every once in a while, and I'm like, because I saw the reactions video first, and then I watched Nintendo Talk, or is it Nintendo Talk? I can never remember.
Don't
it's
you dare!
Nintendo Talk, okay.
Nintendo Talk Live,
right? Okay.
Don't be coming with that hot trash stuff over there.
All right. I just want to be sure. I don't want to get confused or anything. So then I saw afterwards, and I saw how just like organically you guys flowed into it, and I don't know like what you would have done to prepare. But it seemed like when I watched it on its own, it seemed like you guys had prepared for it. It looked like you were like, okay, let's, like, you knew maybe some things to watch out for, but like you guys were like picking it up just as you went along, and I just gained a whole new appreciation for it, dude. It was, you just like rolled it, like you guys want to do it, okay, you got it, okay, we're gonna hit pause, good, like. It was good. That's how it goes with me. You've co-streamed stuff with me, and it's like, hang on, Bobby, let me make sure that what timestamp. Mark's like, okay, we're good. Like Mark,
he's like, let's just go, let's go.
He's drinking out of a boot though. Like maybe that's what
he was pretty wasted, honestly.
Yeah. I was wasted. You basically you watch somebody have one beer and you're like, you're hammered.
That wasn't a beer. That was a boot of rum. There's a big difference, my friend.
It's a highball. It's a highball.
Oh, okay, highball. I got your highball.
It's a highball. Let's get thumbs up on that video, everybody. Thank you guys for being. This is nice.
Yeah. If you're here checking it out, give a thumbs up. We got some big news coming soon in a couple of minutes here, so stay tuned. You don't want to miss this, or maybe you do. That's that's the thing.
I'm gonna try and delay you as long as Todd Oxford's not gonna be happy here. I'm gonna try and delay it as much. I'm gonna try and see if you change your mind by the time you actually want to deliver the news.
Did you see the bingo card that Rybo made? It's in Discord.
No.
He made a bingo card for the Nintendo Direct.
Oh, I love it. Hang on, I'll pop it up here. That's amazing. He made it himself?
He made it himself. It's got my face right in the middle. Like my logo is right in the middle, and he's got like all the different stuff around. It's amazing, dude.
Hopefully this doesn't crash my new Skype, because apparently new Skype is bad.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No.
What else we got here?
I got a topic. You want to jump in topics? Okay, never mind.
Toby's got So does she? I want to plug Toby's video too. If anybody gets a chance, go watch Toby's video. He's got a new series he's going to do. It was the first video he did. The Married Man Gaming Show.
The bingo card is Bobby with like B-A-W-B-Y. I love it. That's how I spell your name, Bobby. Okay.
But Toby has this new video, and it's a new series he's going to start to take on, and stuff. So really cool. It was a lot of fun. I'm actually in it, so that makes it even better in my mind. But it was a lot of fun to be a part of that video, and to see where Toby's taking this new series and stuff. So
Toby's taking. Toby's taking. Toby's take. Toby_take.
Yes. Toby's.
Never mind. I thought that would be better.
No, it's not working. What else you got there, Sean? Anything?
Yeah, man. Let's jump right into topics. Our first topic, Bobby. Woo! You didn't expect this. Okay, let's get right into it. It's time out for Todd Oxford's topics.
We don't have no topics today. What are you talking
about? What you think. That's what you think. But you've gotten a little jaded in your old age, and you're missing me from the show, Bobby.
Okay.
You thought that you had everything kind of figured out and squared away, but then you forgot what it's like to have good old Mr. Pants on the If We Ran Nintendo show. Okay.
Okay.
Bobby.
Yeah.
If We Ran Nintendo, January Nintendo Direct is happening. Let's talk about. Let's plan it out.
Wait a minute. Wait. See, here's the problem with this. So, I already did this.
Where'd you do that?
For this new thing that I'm doing.
Okay. So if I ran Nintendo, I want to run through the entire firmware, the whole leak that you guys were talking about.
Oh my god!
I want to verify every detail.
Wait a minute. Wait. I got a better idea. Okay, right. I don't want to do this one. Let's just unpack this. Okay.
You know what I did here is I forced you to at least do something.
I want to get this done. All right. I want to get this out of the way. So, all right. This is hard, man. This is not easy to do. This is a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be. This is the final episode.
Change your mind.
What's that?
Nothing. Just say
This. You're trying to make me change my mind. Is that what you're saying? Listen, I'll tell you right. Can you commit to every Monday, as well as the Sunday show? I asked you a question. It's a yes or no question. Did you hear what I said?
No.
I said, can you commit to every Monday as well as Sunday?
I don't know.
There you go.
Probably.
Okay, so
But you can't put me on the spotlight. Joseph is the co-host. You can't do this right here. And
here's the thing. The start of this year kind of changed my philosophy on things, and so this is the final If We Ran Nintendo show. We're ending it, and it's not like a happy moment, you know what I mean? Like, you and I did this show for almost 2 years. But I felt like the show was kind of getting away from what was in our minds when we started the show. And I feel like a lot of that's my fault. A lot of that, I lay a lot of blame on my shoulders for that. I felt like the direction of what I was doing altogether, I was pulling myself in so many different directions, and my focus was not where I wanted it to be. So I want to explain what I was going to do, and then we can kind of rein it into what I am doing now. So originally the game plan was to leave all my podcasts, all of them. Leave the Gaming Gurus, leave this one, leave Planet Nintendo, and the only thing I would keep would be Nintendo Talk Live. And I was going to focus more on the YouTube stuff and stay centered there. And that's not what ultimately that wasn't the decision that was made, because I went to everybody on the side, and it was just like, I need to make some changes. So if you can't concede these changes, then I need to leave. So I talked to Patrick and the Nintendo PlayStation, or not the Nintendo, the Planet Nintendo podcast, those guys, and probably next week or the week after, Patrick will start to take the editing duties from me to free me up a little bit. And then I went to Toby and Sean, and I honestly wanted to give that, I was going to give that show up a little bit, but I also didn't want to leave you guys, because you two are the reason why I do this. As much as I love the YouTube channel, and as much as I love all that I do for the, with the community, this would not be the same if I wasn't doing it with you and Toby. So I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to leave YouTube behind. But this show, honestly, I feel like this show turned a corner for me and everything that I do. I don't feel like I'd be where I was without you coming in and kind of solidifying this. Because when we started, it wasn't, I was doing all kinds of stuff. And you and I kind of clicked from the very beginning, and it was like, we're going to do something together. I don't know what, but we're going to do something together. And then it just happened. And this, honestly, the past 2 years, just spending an hour a night with you a week has been a highlight for me. And that's the hard part about leaving this. It's because this isn't what I wanted to do. But I felt like I kind of ultimately like I said, it falls on my shoulders. I feel like I made moves, I did things thinking I knew it was best, and at the end I wasn't happy with the results. So what's going to happen at this point is the Gaming Gurus is moving, and it did move already. If people didn't notice, it moved over to the Geek Guru YouTube channel. So that's the one thing. If We Ran Nintendo, again, is going away. This will become a video series. So tomorrow around noon, a video will go up. It's called If I Ran Nintendo. And it's going to be a little bit more just YouTube-based. Thank you to Adam Leonard. He gave me, like, artwork and stuff to make it feel like I'm in the set. And then, so that'll be something that I will take. I will also use it for some collaboration stuff. I'll bring some other YouTubers in to do some topics from time to time. I am staying on Planet Nintendo podcast. I did say that originally. Nintendo Talk Live is going nowhere. My game plan is to focus a lot more on YouTube as we go forward, because I love doing that, and I love hanging out with the community and streaming with the community and doing all that stuff. Another thing that I did just pick up, I did it last night for the first time, and it's a new show that I am doing. It's called Behind the Scenes with Jules Watcham. So that'll be a weekly show that we're doing. It's kind of like a director's commentary where we will go back in Jules' gaming history and kind of do a director's commentary on different games that he's made throughout the course of time. But, you know, I didn't mean to bring this down, and that wasn't my intentions. But I felt like I needed to.
I shouldn't have started so high. It was my fault, Bobby. I shouldn't have started so high.
No. We'll get back up there. That's fine. But my thing is...
Says you. Nope. I'm crying.
My thing is that, like, I love the community. Like, we come here. Here's 26 people here hanging out with us tonight. And I honestly don't want to let these people down. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
And I felt like, honestly, guys, dude, I was running myself so ragged between doing Nintendo Talk every single day, podcasts. I needed to get podcasts off my plate during the week. And that was what it boiled down to. I couldn't continue to keep doing the podcasts. Like, I was coming home from work, I was doing a Nintendo Talk Live, and then I was coming down here and doing, you know, this at 8:30 at night. And honestly, dude, I love my wife. And my wife is so super supportive of everything I do. But, like, I can't see how this woman isn't ready to, like, slam my head against the wall because I'm putting so much time down here. And I needed to kind of, like, free that up a little bit to best of my ability and to be able to, like, hey, Tony, I'm going to do Nintendo Talk now, but I'll be up in an hour. Not, I'm going to do Nintendo Talk now, and I'll see you before we go to bed. You know, and it's like, that's basically what was happening. And so I needed to lay more focus on my plate and what I was doing. And ultimately, like, I want to see the YouTube channel take off and explode and get bigger. And that only happens if I'm more focused on what I'm doing. So ultimately, that was where the decision came. And honestly, like, I went to you and Toby, and I had the conversation with you and Toby, and I was like, look, I need to give these things up. And if that is no good on your part, then I will leave Make Us Better. I don't mean anything derogatory by that. I love you guys. And your words were like that, well, that's not happening. That was, I didn't even get the words out. You were like, well, that's not happening. Mm-hmm. So once you said that, honestly, I was like, it triggered to me, like, I cannot leave Gaming Gurus. And I'll be honest with you, like, I really considered doing it. I considered leaving everything. And it was like, when I had to talk with Patrick and Joe, they really didn't want me to leave either. And they were like, you know, I said to Patrick, well, I need you to kind of pick up the editing side. And he was like, you got it. No big deal. Like, and then I went to you guys the next day, and you guys were really supportive. So ultimately, the only thing that kind of gets hurt in this is this show. But if I'm being honest with you guys, I don't feel like I've been giving you guys my best on this show. I don't feel like this show has been anywhere where it was. If you go back and you listen to the earlier shows, dude, we were giving you guys like 45 minutes of just solid topic content. And it got to the point where it was like 15, 20 minutes. Our shout-outs were just this little blip. It was a way to thank the people that were supporting us in the beginning, and it turned into these long, drawn-out things. Which, don't get me wrong, it was fun to talk about people and hang out with people and all that stuff, but it just changed the dynamic so much. And that's, you know, ultimately that needed to change. And so I felt like if I ran Nintendo, it kind of, you know, changed the way we did things. And you're absolutely right, Matt. Nintendo turning things around kind of hurt this show too, because it was kind of like our topics started to dry up. Where when they were doing bad, you could grab anything and be like, well, we could do this better. Now when you do it, it's kind of facetious. It's like, well, really? You can't tell them what to do. They're doing everything by it is. But let me back off for a second.
There's still some stuff we can fix.
Well, there's something else I got. We're gonna do something different first before we back off. Like, I'll let you go for a little bit. I don't know if you have anything you want to say or anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I was walking the dogs before this happened, and I've been in denial since my last show of like, even when I walked away from If We Ran Nintendo, I've been in denial, always thinking that it was going to come back. And I guess what I would say is I'm just glad that I appreciated every episode, that every time that I would come on Skype and we would, especially when we went live, man, everything changed when we went live. Like, the community not only made the show better, but they made it better for us to do. It made it more entertaining and more energetic. Like, you guys saw, man, like, I can't fake energy like that. Like, if I don't have it in the tank, like, it's not coming. And just to go on this journey, I can specifically remember appreciating every single episode. And I remember saying in the early days, it would sound like a joke, but it was real. It was like, I am a fan of the Geek Guru, and here I am doing a show with him. Now I'm a fan of the Nintendo Guru, and here I am doing a show with him. And I appreciated, and I came into every episode from that angle as a, holy crap, how fortunate am I that I just like happened to do We the Gamer Cast, and this Geek Guru who happened to hear Josh Brandt on the show had to speak his mind for an hour and a half or whatever it was. And then just this whole thing came up out of nowhere. And I think for a lot of people, you can sort of take things for granted as you forget where they came from. And I can honestly say that I never did, and I never will. But I never thought it would be done. So even now, as we're saying, like, this is it, I'm like, that's not it. It's not. No. It'll be back, or maybe it won't. Like, I'm not trying to like set up people for false hope or anything like that. But if it truly is over, then I had an amazing ride. And if not, then you know what? We'll wait for the Switch to just take a nosedive when Xbox turns it around, and Nintendo is just a piece of shit, and we got to fix it all over again. But all I wanted to say is that I never took it for granted. And like I said, I never will. This show was born out of just a completely organic new friendship, and out of the wanting to do something totally original, something that nobody else was doing before. We were dead set against having your typical video game podcast or show or whatever it was. And we let the community drive us and support us. And the shout outs became so long because so many people showed up and tuned in to listen.
It's true.
So I think everything about the show is organic. There's nothing forced about it. And I just think that it's really special. And I think that together you and I created some of the internet's best content, and people are here tonight sharing this moment with us, and people will listen to this and they will remember, they know this in their heart of hearts, Bobby, that If We Ran Nintendo is, I mean, not every show was great. Some shows were better than others, but more often than not,
I think we had better than bad. We're better than we did bad.
we had so many times. We created a thing where we made up stuff that was going to come out from Nintendo, and then we're genuinely disappointed when it was not going to happen. When we realized that we came back down to earth and realized we were dreaming for a little bit. This show is two grown men acting like 7-year-olds on the playground and going, imagine if this.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's why If We Ran Nintendo is so special, and maybe this is a Seinfeld moment of going out before it dried up, knowing that Nintendo has turned things around, and also knowing that If I Ran Nintendo may be the best direction for this type of content. Because I know that I definitely need the Nintendo guru to tell me how he would run things if he were in charge. And Lord knows, even if I didn't need that, you tell me anyways.
It's true. This is true. This is very true. And you know, that's the thing. That's the whole reason why I changed, or not changed, but that's why I had decided to do the video series If I Ran Nintendo, because part of me doesn't want to let this go. And it's weird because I did an episode yesterday, and you know, it was just like, I did it, and I was just like, when I got done and I'm editing it, I'm like, this is so cool, like, doing this. But the whole time I'm sitting there going, like, where's Sean? And it was just weird at some point. If you can get a green screen, we might be able to do something, Sean.
I got everything else, it seems like. I just upgraded my webcam.
Man. Get a green screen and we can make something pretty cool happen here.
I miss my sister's old room. She painted her walls as green as yours, and it worked as a green screen, man.
That's what it is.
I even did the old there's somewhere on a Facebook video somewhere is me doing the Mario. Mm-hmm. Remember from the old Super Mario Brothers?
Yeah.
So I'm doing it, and I even do like I'm looking like I'm falling off the edge of one of the platforms and stuff, and I flip around.
The funny thing is this wall, right? So this wall back, not that you guys can see it, but like, oh shoot, that would have been good. This wall here, this green wall right back here.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be like a Zelda themed wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like upstairs.
Yeah, and I painted it, and I was like, wait a minute, I wonder if that could be a green screen. And I ran and grabbed and like shot a video, and then tested it. I was like, oh my god! I ran upstairs to Tony. I grabbed, come here. I was like, look at this. This is amazing. And she's like, oh, you're such a
I guess so.
She's like, you're a nerd. She liked it. She was like, that's pretty awesome. So
they got those new Elgato pop-up ones that you can get. I want to see how much those are.
Just get a green sheet, man.
We did that when I used to host birthday parties, like a reality TV show, like Big Brother and stuff. And we had on one side of the deck, we had a green sheet, and we made it a diary room, like the Big Brother. And we had like people do their whole, like they're smack talking each other. It's good stuff, man. You're right. It doesn't necessarily need a.
It doesn't have to be like.
But then you get it all like it has to be like just taut. You know what I mean? Like tight but taut.
Yeah, it's
so if you get like waves in it, like your wall is good because you get the same like it's weird how you need even lighting. Because with the different lighting, it changes the shade of green and all that other stuff.
I have the thing that goes in. I can erase, because I typically get like this glow on the top section.
Exactly.
But I have an eraser where I click it and erases the glow, and then
interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Tim Alt just showed up. I think you need to let him know.
So Tim, yes, If We Ran Nintendo is going away. And ultimately, Tim, what I decided to do was have a video series called If I Ran Nintendo. And it'll be hopefully a weekly, definitely a bi-weekly episode that I'm doing. Because I'm doing so much stuff right now. The way it is Nintendo Talk is 3 days a week. And then the 2 days a week is going to be either If I Ran Nintendo, just a Nintendo Guru video, or a Nintendo Guru Reviews, where it'll be me and Toby or me and Sean, and we grab a game and we review it together, and it's kind of like a conversation piece and stuff. So that's the way we've been going, and that's.
Can I also so while we got everybody here, we got 23 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Bobby and I need a little bit of help too. Maybe we can turn this around. Bobby and I have been asked to be on Nintendo Nostalgia.
There you go.
Okay. We are struggling, guys. Speaking of coming up with topics, okay? Ryan Black, I don't know if you're listening to this or whatever. By the time you hear this, maybe in podcast form, we should have had a topic, and maybe we can thank somebody here. guys in the chat, we need a game to talk about. I pitched UN Squadron, and Bobby calls it hot trash in the summer, and I'm out of ideas. I don't know what.
UN Squadron is horrible.
Okay, you know what? That's fair for you to have that opinion. It's wrong.
It's not wrong.
But then what? Okay, I come up with an idea. Then you, and if you don't have anything, that's fair. That's why I wanted to ask the chat.
So
what do people want us to talk about?
So basically, the idea is we have to pick a video game.
Yep.
And discuss it.
That's right.
And
a game that we played and we love.
And it has to be something. Something that.
Yeah, the last topic of If We Ran Nintendo is the topic for another show that we're gonna go on. Everybody knows what happens when we go.
I don't call everything hot trash in the summer. I just call bad things hot trash in the summer. There's a difference. There's a big difference. I mean, personally,
we don't get summer, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
I know, you don't. I do, but you don't. Okay, so like Zelda games are kind of out of the realm for you, correct?
I mean, if we have look with Nintendo Nostalgia, things are booked like 6 months in advance, so I have time to go play something.
But well, we got to do the show this weekend, so you don't have 6 months.
I have. Oh, I run out of time.
You ran out of time.
Oh, damn it.
But like Zelda games for you haven't played.
Rogue Squadron. Oh, good one.
We're not doing Rogue Squadron.
Okay, Ryan Black. This is what I'm saying. Please be my guest. Be our guest.
I think we do. What? Okay, so what's your favorite 2D Super Mario?
Just tell me what game, and I will. Don't do that. Just tell me a game.
Because I know you're Super Mario World, but I'm sure they already did that.
Yeah, I'm sure they did as well.
Because I could have stories for that. You know how I come up with these stories.
Yeah. Matt Knight asks, what NES, SNES, GameCube, or 64 games do you find yourself renting all of the time? I rented UN Squadron all the time.
Yeah, that's garbage.
Dude, that game is amazing. You know what else? Okay, NBA Jam, NCAA basketball are a couple that we rented a lot. I don't know if they've done Clay Fighter. I'm sure they did Clay Fighter. We rented you would have hated my gaming taste back in the day, Bobby.
No kidding. I would have been like
Mario Paint. Have they done Mario Paint?
Dude, Mario Paint is really good, dude.
Have they done Mario? Let's find out if they've done Mario Paint.
It's hard because they got so many, like you said, they
maybe that's why he's just like, you guys come up with the topic, because he's probably just like, I don't know what the hell we're talking about.
But like, I have some good stories I want to tell. I have a great, not a great, but I have a really SimCity. That's another one, dude. SNES SimCity.
I never played it.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
I played on PC, so I could talk about it.
What's the difference?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. If that's okay, then we can do that.
They don't have to know that you only played on PC.
Clay Fighter, yes. Mark says that it's okay.
Clay Fighter's horrible. It's a Canadian thing, apparently. You guys just
Clay Fighter. I didn't even get the 63 and 2/3 or whatever. I thought it was
Tecmo Bowl is another good one.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't play Tecmo Bowl because it's
no.
football.
How did you not play UN Squadron? I thought you were the Nintendo guru.
How dare you? How dare you? Dude, I was a kid. I couldn't buy every single game. I bought all the good games.
Oh, Alex Van Aken is in the house. Alex, if you just showed up, I need an idea for...
Oh, look at Alex Van Aken, man. What's up, man?
I love this guy. Speaking of amazing videos on YouTube.
Alex Van Aken, let me tell you something. This dude, I'm trying to get him for Nintendo Talk Live, and he's dodging me, man. Sure, you gotta help me out.
He's kind of a big deal, man.
I know he is. That's why I'm trying to get him on there.
He's kind of a big deal. Alex Van Aken is incredible. One day he's gonna pull a Nintendo guru and drop the whole OK Beast people and just like move on and
like,
he's gonna Beyonce the whole thing.
Dude, I watched one of his videos last week, and dude,
I'm telling you, man,
so good, dude. Mm-hmm. His video essays, amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Like, if
criminally underwatched.
If you guys aren't down with his content, you guys are making a mistake. Like, he is phenomenal, man.
I mean, just take it easy on driving too many people over there, because once they see that stuff, they'll never come back to this track.
This is true. Don't go over there at all. Just stay away from him, please. I'm just kidding.
I wonder if have they done Wave Race, Bobby? Did you like Wave Race for 64?
Wasn't that good. You guys ranked this Wave Race too high, man.
You think so?
Yeah, I think you guys make it like it's the second coming of Christ, and it's really.
I wouldn't say that. It's just the water is the best. The water, no water has been better, Bobby.
That's not true. Come on. Have you played Uncharted 4?
Have they done Donkey Kong Land? Let me ask them if they've done Donkey Kong.
It's Jacob Rush. You know he's done every Donkey Kong already.
What about Donkey Kong Land? This is us going out on a high note. Remember when I said we were gonna do a Seinfeld thing? Cruising USA. Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Or Killer Instinct. Okay. Killer Instinct or Killer Instinct
Let's
Gold.
do No Mercy, dude.
Ooh, we could do that. We could do any wrestle or WrestleMania 2000.
Dude, it's No Mercy or bust. No Mercy is the best.
Snap.
No Mercy is the best wrestling game. It's never been the same.
Wait, Jesse Armstrong, which one did I've thrown out like 6 ones? Which ones did they not do? I feel like I just said like 6 games, and he's like, no, they haven't.
Yeah.
It's not about good games, it's about games you have nostalgia for. By the way, speaking of Nintendo nostalgia, did you just listen to Nintendo NVC, Nintendo Voice Chat on IGN this week? You may not have picked up on it, but Brian Altano said like Nintendo nostalgia, like he literally said those words.
Okay.
And then talked about nostalgia about Nintendo, and he kept just like it was as if Jacob like brainwashed him to just like say these words and then like reiterate them backwards. It was like somebody was like writing a poorly constructed like sentence on a website purely for SEO, for search engine optimization. That was, and then they ended all off on talking about like Donkey Kong. It was like I messaged Jacob immediately. I almost got I was walking my dogs while I was listening to it, and I almost like tripped. I wasn't even look where I was going. I'm like, Jacob, you need to be listening to this. I got so excited.
James, yes, Animal Crossing was actually the episode that I was on that they did.
Let's see. What do we got? What kind of amiibo do we got behind me, Bobby? I don't know, man.
What does amiibo got to do with anything?
Just ideas for games. I'm struggling, man. I don't know what to...
We got Super Metroid, but you probably didn't play that.
I'm not good at games, Bobby.
No kidding.
I played all the other games
You're not good at picking good games either.
UN Squadron. You've never even played it.
It's garbage, man.
Did you play it? Answer me yes or no.
I don't need to play a game to know it's bad.
Oh, so you didn't play it.
I looked at the pictures and I was like, this is horrible.
Oh, no, man. It is so good.
You liked it because there's a lot of that nonsense, that like that top-down, like Red Alert type stuff.
No, it wasn't. That's not what it is at all. It's a side scroll. You got like a plane. It's like a shoot 'em up. It's like an arcade, but it's not as hard as those old shoot 'em up.
It's too late. I haven't played it. It's done.
It is one of the best games. What's on the Super Nintendo Classic Edition?
I have been on a couple times, Jesse. I did I did Punch Out. I did Kid Icarus. I did Animal Crossing. They had to bring me on, man. I mean,
ooh, Kirby's Dream Land. I played that.
You think for a second you can go on by yourself if you think that I'm going to talk about Kirby.
Kirby's Dream Land's really good.
You're insane.
Did you ever do Super Punch Out? Did they ever do Super Punch Out?
Nah, but Super Punch Out
Did you do Punch Out?
As good. It wasn't as good, man.
Oh, I don't. Well, that says you, but what do you know? You know what I mean?
Dude, don't start. Please.
Mega Man X, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
I think we should do Super Mario World. Or did they already do that? They probably already did that.
I'm sure that was like their first one.
But why can't we do it? It's our Nintendo nostalgia, not theirs.
Well, I guess so.
I mean, that's the whole point of bringing us on. We talk about our nostalgia.
Did they do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES?
That wasn't a good game. I mean, it was okay. The problem was like it was so hard. There you go. Alex Van Aken, Burger Time. That's an amazing game.
Chelsea will go on for that. She's played Burger Time.
It's a good game.
Chelsea's better. Chelsea should go on with you instead. She's played all those games.
Jules has a little arcade thing, and it's Burger Time. He should.
Turtles in Time. Good one. Turtles in Time would be good.
No.
Maximum Carnage. That's the one. Maximum Carnage. It's a red cart.
No way. No way.
I saw today. I was at a retro game store. Okay, how's this for a story, Bob? We're going to break this up for a little bit. Okay, so Chelsea's aunt, the one that she's talked about forever and ever and ever, who got her into video games, she's in town, okay? Her, I hope this is okay to share. Her daughter is maybe starting to date a boy.
Oh, boy.
And this boy likes Nintendo. And Chelsea's aunt is trying to help her daughter kind of like make a good impression. They want to get him a gift. So we took this aunt to a retro game store here in Edmonton, and we were kind of perusing around. And I was like, Dude, this store is good. They got great games. They have pretty good games. They're missing UN Squadron, you know, but they have Maximum Carnage brand new in a box, like sealed.
What was it, $5?
It was 200. Shut up, shut up, Bobby. Shut your stupid face. It was $200, sir.
See, here's the thing. So, Brendan Myers, you're saying I'm too picky. That's not the case. The idea behind this show is to do something. You're supposed to do something that brings back nostalgia for you. And the problem is like, they want me to come on with some really good stories.
The problem is they want you to come on with me. If it was just me, it would be UN Squadron all day. UN Squadron is like, you look up the word
nostalgia. It's not all about
nostalgia.
you, Sean.
I know. It's if we ran. Well, apparently it's not if we ran Nintendo.
They think it is, but apparently they haven't been listening lately.
Ah.
They're in for a rude awakening.
This is okay. So basically, at least now, Ryan and Jacob have a very real insight into why we haven't got back. This is no. There's not ignoring happening.
Mm-mm.
There's very real turmoil happening in our own brains.
Dude, why can we not do Super Mario World?
Because they would have done it already. I guarantee.
I just said to you, I don't care. I'll tell Ryan, I don't care. It's either we do Super Mario World or we don't do anything at all. You got your choice.
I'm looking it up. I don't know, Bob. Maybe they haven't. I'd be shocked if they haven't.
Why are you worried about doing a duplicate?
Because I'm sure they're worried about it.
Do you have no nostalgia for Super Mario World?
I have nostalgia for it. I also have nostalgia for Blades of Steel. Dude. Blades of Steel.
I do too, but it's not really. It's just basically me playing in a room by myself. It's not really that good.
What in the world? Okay, Killer Instinct. Maybe we can throw Killer Instinct on the very first one. Do you remember it came with a soundtrack?
Where are you coming with all these obscure games?
Killer Instinct is.
It was a great game. Don't get me wrong, but you're just
what I have nostalgia for. That's what I have nostalgia for. I'm not 95 years old. I didn't have an Atari when I was 25 post college.
Right now, man. If I could reach through this computer.
The what?
The dog piss.
The dog piss. I think.
Double Dribble was a great game.
Which one?
Double Dribble. I'm just looking at the chat. At the games.
Metroid 2. They did Metroid 2 back in...
I disagree, Rybo. Blades of Steel was not the best hockey game. Ice hockey was the best game. Where you picked like the fat guy, the skinny guy, and the medium guy. Remember that one, Sean?
No. I played Blades of Steel.
Oh,
Bobby.
You're horrible, dude. That was such a good game, man.
I'm just kidding. I know what you're talking about.
It was such a good game. I used to play with the Max controller so I could like spin.
Matt, don't you take it personally. I meant it for Bobby to take it personally. Don't you? That wasn't meant for you. That was just a personal attack on Bobby. Oh, they definitely did Teenage. Oh no, they did arcade. Super Mario. Dang it, man. This is definitely a better YouTube hang than a. Oh, they did a versus. They did Super Mario World versus Donkey Kong Country.
Baseball Stars is probably one of the best baseball games ever.
That's a good idea, man. Look at they're doing these versus episodes. Oh God, that is. See, they're growing, and we're shutting things down.
That's all right.
You know what I mean? You know what's cool though? It says listeners also subscribe to If You're at Nintendo, the Gaming Gurus, and We the Gamercast, and the Warp Whistle, and Megadad's Live.
Really?
Yeah, right at the bottom.
That's pretty cool.
That's neat. It's like a little super indie network down there.
Look at Jules. NHL 94 on the Genesis was the best.
I played NHL 94 on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I did too.
We definitely played a lot of NCAA basketball. I don't know why, man.
Listen, guys, I'm just kidding about the ice hockey being better than Blades of Steel. Blades of Steel was probably the best hockey game ever. The whole fighting, was awesome. And
I like how it was just the cities. And, like, the colors didn't match at all or anything. Like, there was not really any... They didn't really try to make it NHL-themed at all. What games did I have on my... I had Mario Land Golden Coins, 6 golden coins, and I was on there for that show. I had Donkey Kong Land. That was my first Game Boy game. I definitely had Kirby's Dream Land 2, Bobby. I know that probably makes you very upset. I had NBA Jam. Yeah, somebody did say NBA Jam, Josh. That's right. I had NBA Jam on Game Boy. Woo! Ooh, that's some good stuff, Bobby.
That's bad.
I think I
That
had a
was
Looney
such a
Tunes
bad
or a Tiny Tunes or something maybe on Game Boy as well.
I had
I don't
Bunny's
remember it
Crazy
enough.
Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle on the Game Boy.
Oh, who's this? Oh, Andrew Swans was on it. I don't know, man. I don't know if you and I can do this together.
Dude, what do you have against Super Mario World?
I told you
I don't care that they've done it.
Okay, if they haven't done it,
I don't care if they've done it. Why are you worried about if they've done it with someone else?
Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey is the winner. Or what that also reminds me of is International Superstar Strikers or whatever it's called. What the heck? The chat's gonna catch up with me eventually here. Do you know what I'm talking about? The soccer game, International
That's the one
Superstar.
with Josh Stapleton knows. That's the one where they talk.
Oh, it's so good. No, they have a commentator.
Yeah, but it's garbage.
What about there's a soccer game that swung around, kind of like NBA. Oh, Super Soccer. I don't know.
I didn't play no soccer.
We could do Mario Strikers. I feel
We're
like
not
they
doing
maybe
soccer. What is wrong with you, man? Why are you so afraid of
Mario Strikers is great, and Gretzky's 3D Hockey is amazing.
I'm gonna tell
You
them.
light the net on fire, and then a fire truck would run across.
I'm gonna tell them we're gonna do Super Mario.
NFL Blitz. What about NFL Blitz? Can we do NFL Blitz?
I don't have a lot. That's the thing. Like I need.
It's not exactly like Nintendo though. Like it was kind of on everything. I'm pretty sure I played it on Dreamcast.
Yeah.
You should have seen the graphics on the Dreamcast, Bobby. Maybe we could do can we start a new show? Okay, out from the ashes of If We Ran Nintendo, Sega Dreamcast nostalgia is born. What do you think about that?
Dreamcast nostalgia. No,
Starring
thanks.
Sean Capri.
I don't think
and
anybody.
Bobby
Only
the
people
Sega.
are Europeans that have Dreamcast nostalgia.
I have Dreamcast nostalgia. We had Dance Dance Revolution on Dreamcast.
Ugh.
We had the pads and everything, man.
You would've-
I'm surprised we didn't like slip and die
Ninja
on those
Gaiden
pads.
was a great game. I loved Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, we could do WarioWare. Oh, Jacob's leaving Donkey Kong Land to our big episode. So that was my big suggestion.
I told you what I
Can't
wanted.
even do that one.
I told you what I wanted.
I like how the Dreamcast sounds like a podcast about dreams.
Yeah. All right, let's do this real quick. Let's do a little quasi topic as we fade out here.
All right.
If we ran Nintendo,
Yeah.
how would we format the Nintendo Power Podcast?
Ooh, Bobby, that's a good one. Okay, one of my favorite parts of Nintendo Power was people writing in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that has to live on, and that's basically why I like doing We the Gamer Cast, because it was sort of like the letters to the editor type of mentality.
And that was called Players Pulse, wasn't it?
Yeah, man, they should definitely have call it whatever you want, but I think you call it what? Players Pulse?
It was called Players Pulse.
Yep. Yeah, I think you should definitely have a segment in there of just people write. I don't think they do that at all. But I think that's a key part of any podcast. It's like our shout outs, Bobby.
And I think they should bring back classified information.
Yes.
Classified information, for those that don't know, was like a secret in a game. It was like a code or a tip to like help you. It was something secret that you didn't know, whether it might be like the code to Tyson or the up, down, left, right, BA, start, select, like that thing. And like they had all these different things that they did in classified information. So I would bring that in for sure. The other thing that I would do that they're not doing, this would be a weekly show for me. They're doing it once a month. And I feel like that's such a missed opportunity.
Nintendo Power is a monthly magazine.
I know, but that's not the way I would do it. Because they're also, it's supposed to be more focused on interviews, and that's cool that you have like the ability to pull in like a Miyamoto and all these guys. But to me, I would think that like save that for later. Like for me, it'd be like I would be bringing on like indie developers to be like talking about like, or third party developers to be like, hey, make an announcement. What's your next big game going to be? Let's talk about it. And then like that would be the place to kind of showcase some new stuff and get some new, because I think that like
I want them to review their own games. Like
Well,
Nintendo Power would review their own games. If you're like,
10
trust
out of
us,
10
this
on
is a
everything.
9. This one is definitely great. Like, just make it over the top, just self-indulgent, like navel gazing, just like, oh, we are just amazing. You should have every episode start with how many Switches have been sold.
Yeah.
Like, welcome to Nintendo Power, where the Switch is at 11 million, and every week it's just like, instead of saying like what episode number it is, just be the marker for how many Switches have been
I'd be
sold.
down with that. I'd be
Yeah.
down with that. And
Yeah.
then I got this thing here that you gave me. So this was the Canadian.
Yeah,
Canadian.
buddy. Look at
this
you're
is
keeping
this is
that good
Nintendo
game.
Power Flash, and this was actually in the United States. I think it was called oh my god, I forget the name of it. Nintendo Player's Pulse or something like that. Player something. But this thing is just amazing. Like, just the stuff they had in here. But this is just like this. This was the fun zine basically that they gave you every. Look at this, Blades of Steel, man.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. And that was like a, remember, these things are coming out. You
Yeah.
try and hype that up a little bit.
Look at Life Force. All that stuff.
Oh, look at that support from Konami, Bobby.
Yeah, remember that? Hey, look. Here's the ice hockey game.
Mhm.
Oh, God, this thing.
I would say that okay, so they wouldn't tell you what it is, but at the end of every episode, give you a little tease to say, we buried an Easter egg in here somewhere.
Yeah,
We said something that alludes to, oh, look at that.
that
I
controller
remember
was the
you
best.
telling me about that, and I
That
had
controller
no
was the
idea, and there it
best.
is.
I used
you
to use this for ice hockey.
I know.
Because of this circular pad.
Yeah.
Let you do pirouettes and stuff when you're playing ice hockey. It was the best.
Oh, that's really good.
I loved it.
What the hell was I just saying?
You know, you would leave like little Easter eggs.
Oh, yeah. So, like, because they know everything, right? This is Nintendo. They know what the next 5 years look like.
Yeah.
So they should bury, like, a word or, like, a phrase that refers to something, or maybe there's, like, a haiku in there that every first letter spells out a different word, like something. So that people just, like, go in and try and figure out what it was, and they come up with all these totally insane things. Maybe there isn't an Easter egg in there, but you say that there is, and it makes people go nuts. That's what I would do, Bobby.
Like I said, the first thing I would do is basically bring it to a weekly episode because I feel like that's the flow it needs to be. I feel like doing every other or once a month is just not enough. And it feels kind of like it's a podcast, man. You need to let people know, like, every week, even if it's just grabbing different things to talk about. Like, man, like the guy that's on there, I think it's Chris Slate. He wrote for Nintendo Power, so talk about like what you did on Nintendo. Like, talk about the writing of the issues in Nintendo Power. Bring on different editors from the magazine and talk about the history and all that stuff. Talk about like the phone number and all that stuff. Like, there's so much stuff that they could bring in.
No, I don't want any of that, Bobby. I disagree. It's our last episode. I disagree wholeheartedly. We're not doing that. If we ran Nintendo, the Nintendo Power podcast is supposed to get me just beyond pumped about every single game. You know, we listen to IGN, we listen to all these shows, and there's very objective. So this goes back to like a review that's like it's always a 9 out of 10. I don't necessarily want that review, but I want like almost even like previews for games that are coming out that we have no idea about. Maybe that's it. Let's shine a spotlight on games nobody has any idea about. Maybe there's an indie section in there as well.
True. I agree.
And
You're
go,
right.
I have been blown away by this game, and every game is amazing. It sounds funny to say, but
Well, but you know,
I
like
need a place to just go like be totally beyond hyped about Nintendo.
like why not have Damon Baker come on for like a 10-minute segment or whatever, where he just highlights what's the best.
Yes.
You know, indie games coming to the Switch.
Here's
this
a Damon Baker's dozen of games, and he gives you 12 games
go.
or
Dude,
13.
that's a great name. That is a great name. Seriously.
That is all. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And catch us on,
We should send that in, man. Damon Baker's dozen of games.
because that's how many indie games come out every week.
You're right. You're right. You're
There,
absolutely
I
right.
rambled long enough. That's
Okay.
I knew something was in there at some point.
That's good stuff.
Super Mario World has been approved. Is that true? Can we actually do Super Mario World on Nintendo Nostalgia?
We're doing
just
it. I don't care. We're doing
did we
it.
just come up with Damon Baker's dozen?
Look at
and
Jesse Armstrong. Live update.
That's what I'm
Super Mario
saying.
World has been approved. It's in. It's in.
All right, well let's do it. And
Let's do
the
it.
other thing that I would say before we close this out, Bobby, is they can pace it like the directs. Snappy, boom, boom,
Yes.
boom, boom, boom. Let's have something like this. We're trying to get the kids involved with podcasts. This is going to be if Nintendo consoles are the gateway drugs for video games, then the Nintendo Power Podcast is the gateway drugs for podcasts. We got to have this thing paced like Sesame Street, and every 30 seconds we're doing something else, and that's what their directs are like energy.
Yeah.
Woo!
There you go. So that is all.
Why am I not doing a Nintendo podcast?
I don't know. Why are you not doing a Nintendo podcast?
Look at it, I got Damon Baker's Dozen. I got
You
like
got gaming
I got-
gurus. We talk about Nintendo over there.
gaming gurus.
That is all. Thank you guys for listening today on iTunes, Google Play. Checking out the video version over on youtube.com/Nintendo Guru. For the final time, this is Sean Capri and Bobby Pauls. We are signing out. Sean Capri, follow him on Twitter. Sean like Connery, Capri like the pants. Myself at Nintendo Gurus. Peace out, Preston.
Be sure to tune in to my brand new channel, Nintendo Gurus at youtube.com. I'm Nintendo Gurus. Bobby is Nintendo Guru. I'm adding an S. The S is for Sean. I'm starting a new channel. If we were at Nintendo 2, bigger and better than ever. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Oh, my Lord.
Bum, 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 bum.
So, just so you know, Fernando, I have a bunch of podcasts. We have one called The Gaming Gurus, which if you want to watch that's over on my other YouTube channel.
Don't subscribe, he'll cancel it.
The Geek Guru. And then I have Planet Nintendo podcast that I do with Patrick and Joe. That's over on Nintendo Talk's channel. And then I have Nintendo Talk Live. Alex Van Aken, if you're still here, I don't know if you're still here. I'm going to actually send you a message now. What did he say? He just messaged something. I'm going to tell him. I'm telling him. Either we're doing... Hold on. Jacob is saving Donkey Kong Land games for a big episode. Forget that. We're doing Super Mario World. Done. If he comes back and says anything other than yes, it's out. Oh, man, that's so good, Jesse. I'm glad you got that. Let me know how you like it, man. Oh, you love it. You're more than welcome, man. Listen, James, it's still here. It's still here. It's going to be... tomorrow you're going to have an episode of If I Ran Nintendo. I know it's not the same.
It's going to be twice as good because it's going to have 100% less Sean.
Oh, Lord.
This was fun, Bobby. This was fun. This was a lot of fun.
Let me tell Alex yes. I apologize, Tim. I do apologize. It's, like I said, it's something that I felt was needed because it just kind of changed the dynamic. Who knows? You know what? Who knows? Maybe Sean and I do a different podcast. Maybe we kick Toby to the curb.
No.
Maybe we fire Nintendo. Maybe we fire Toby off of the Gaming Gurus, and we just change that to If We Ran Nintendo 2. And I'm kidding.
That's so
Sean. Would you
mean.
stop it.
I'm distracted. I'm not listening.
There you go. He said perfect. It's in. Locked in. Super Mario World.
Okay, I should
Done.
probably play it.
You've never played it?
Beep 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 boop beep 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 boop.
Okay, who played
Right? Is that how it went, Bobby?
Yes, exactly how.
I like watching the video catch up, and then I'm singing, and that's how. Man, I look stupid. I look like a real idiot sometimes on this show.
Would you stop it? That's not true.
So now the difference, everybody. Thank you, Josh. I thought that was pretty close. This is where I did most of my podcasting with you, was in the evening. Now it's Sunday morning at 8 a.m. when I've been up for 3 hours already. This is energy, Sean. at 8 a.m. Like Sunday mornings, woof. I think I might need like a Keurig down here. I think because I think the way that I make coffee might be too noisy for Sunday mornings. I need to let Chelsea and Lincoln sleep. Because Lincoln is up at 5, I hang out with him for a few hours, and then I throw him back at Chelsea and come back down here. Matt, you're the best, man. I didn't do anything. You did it all on your own. Tim's right. We should have done 11 more, but 11 more is like 3 months.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Like, that's the thing. It's so weird. I mean, that's why we should really celebrate 89. 89's a good number.
Yeah.
I think that was the year that Toby was born. I'm not far off.
No,
maybe he was born 87. I think it was 87.
That's the crazy thing. You're not that far off.
I love you, Al.
Alex, I just messaged you back on Twitter, just so you know.
I'll tell you right now, that will be your single best podcast you ever air.
I think so, too.
He is something else.
I'm excited because I like him a lot, man. I like him a lot. He's a really talented guy. So I'm excited.
I know.
For that one.
I've already said, like, we did the We the Nerdies Game of the Year thing, and it was just like this gong show 2.5 hour whatever.
Yeah.
And I almost didn't even want to do it because I listened to OKB stuff, and I'm just like, okay, they actually played every single game, and they're insanely smart and articulate, and they actually
those guys
holy crap, dude! And I don't like the 3 hour like just shoutcast that whatever Giant Beast or whatever does. Did I freeze on you? You're freezing on me
a little bit. You know what? I changed.
That's all right.
Turn this TV on, and this one, it's just a mess.
My mouse is not clicking all over again. Why do I even use this thing?
I wanted to play some. I'm so used to grabbing this base to move my microphone because the microphone's here, and I keep forgetting I could just like lift it up and get it out of the way now. So now I wanted to play a little Mutant Muds and get myself mad and cursing at Jules while he's watching.
Where's Jules?
I don't know. He was here a second ago.
Where are you in that game? You gonna beat it?
I beat Deluxe.
Did you really?
The only thing I have to do is just I haven't 100%ed it, but I beat it. So I need to.
This mouse, I swear to
God. I got 52 out of 60 of the water sprites, so I'm winding down.
I'm done with it. This is it. Look how good this mouse is. It doesn't work. If anybody can send me a fix for this mouse, that'd be great. Because otherwise, I'm gonna go to
I'm on
Old Faithful.
You should 4-1 on the ghost levels.
You don't even care.
Not about PC stuff. No, I don't. If I'm being honest with you.
That's really mean. I got a nice keyboard out of this, at least. I made such a big deal of winning all those prizes from Megadads, and I'm only using one of them. I gave the mouse pad to Chelsea. I'm using the keyboard, and the mouse doesn't work for shit.
Good lord.
I don't remember why. Why am I an MX Master?
A what?
Never mind. Play your game.
MX Master.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Now. Boop, 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 boop. All right, Bobby. I don't want to just sit here and watch you play games.
You don't want to watch me just play games? What the hell, man? You were just going to play games. What happened to, I want to spend time with my boy?
If we played games together. That's what I wanted to do.
Well, let's do that then. But you gave Chelsea your Switch. Well,
I know. I got Xbox.
You don't talk about that on the show, ever.
Well, the show's over and never coming back, so I can talk about it all I want now. Look at this thing. It's got Forza on it.
All right, guys. That is all. Peace out, Preston. Jesse Sacken, real quick. I did not beat all of the ghost levels. I've got 8 more left, and then it's done. So I'm close. I'm very close. Yes, definitely Josh Stapleton, for sure. So there we go. All right. Peace out.